how to start a fragrance collection on a budget. It's not as hard as you think. Collecting fragrances is fun. You know, you can basically smell however you want on any given day, any given moment. But fragrances can also be pretty expensive, so how do you get started if you're on a budget? I would say, the way I got started, first of all, I would avoid buying full bottles right away. It is tempting. I mean, you get these pretty attractive bottles, why not buy them? But to be on the safe side, if you're just starting out, if you've never bought hardly any fragrances before, I would recommend samples. There are many good samples of pretty much any fragrance you could think of that you can buy online. Also, you could sometimes get them for free if you go to your local department store. Maybe they'll give you some free samples, or you could at least try the samples there. And of course, you can't really get any cheaper than free. But if you do have to buy samples or decants, I would recommend a few websites, specifically FragranceNet. That's kind of my go-to. Very affordable samples. You could also get the full bottles there. FragranceX is another one. Also, you can use eBay. I've also used eBay for some samples and some bottles. But just make sure you choose a good, reputable seller, because, you know, if you don't, you might end up with the wrong fragrance that you want. You might not end up with anything, you know, so just watch out for that. Make sure you buy from reputable vendors. So, starting with samples, I say, is a good idea because, first of all, you're not gonna, you know, if you've never tried a particular scent before, you don't necessarily want to spend a bunch of money on the full bottle in the case that you might not like it. So with a sample, you could test it out, see if you like it. If you don't, no big deal, you didn't really waste any money. If you do like it, then of course you can go get the full bottle. So it's kind of a strategy to make sure you don't really waste any money. Then also you have more freedom to try just a wider variety of fragrances on a smaller budget. Then, say you're past the sample stage, you want to go on to the full bottles, you really want to flesh out your collection, then you could start to get more serious. You could start looking around for vendors and websites and different ways to help you save money while building your fragrance collection. And my preferred way, if I want to buy a full bottle of a fragrance, which I did with Used To. This is by Estee Lauder. I bought this from the Estee Lauder website. So what I like to do when I'm buying directly from the manufacturer's website, I like to sign up for their email lists, because 99% of the time when you sign up for an email list, they will give you some sort of discount. They will give you 10% off, 20% off, 30% off. Then you could also look for holiday deals, or summer deals, whatever. If you're already signed up, there might be another deal that you can use. But yeah, signing up for email lists is a really good idea. Because, even if for some reason they don't give you a welcome bonus or discount, they will email you if there is a sale coming on. So no matter what, you're still gonna, find a deal somewhere. Then, besides email lists, say you buy from a particular brand once, almost all of them are going to give you some sort of points or something to use towards your next purchase. So that'll be helpful, if you buy from them again. If you don't, if you just are buying from different people, you can also look for coupon codes online, there are a lot of those, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. The problem is a lot of coupon codes are expired, so you might not be able to use them. Honey is an app that I sometimes use. It just tells you, it gives you coupon codes that are hopefully relevant and you can use them. So that's helpful. And I also highly recommend discount fragrance sites, because there are quite a lot of those. Again, my favorites are mainly FragranceNet. Amazon, of course, is a great one. I always have Amazon affiliate links down in the description to a variety of fragrances. But the thing about Amazon, the great thing about Amazon specifically, they're always having sales. They're always having some sort of sale, summer sale, Black Friday sale, whatever, which is pretty good because it's just an easy way to save money. Maybe you want a fragrance that's usually $80 and it cuts down to $60 or even less. So, and of course, Amazon's a pretty reputable vendor in general. Also, sometimes you can find good deals on eBay. Again, you have to be careful looking for reputable sellers. You can't usually use coupon codes or things on eBay like that. But sometimes maybe a vendor will have like buy one get one free sort of thing. So you'd have to keep your eye out for that. And other than that, those are kind of the main ways you can really, stick to your budget while still growing your fragrance collection. And you don't want to forget about quality. Saving money is obviously important, but not really worth it if you're getting low quality fragrances, or fake fragrances. So you do have to be careful about that. Make sure you are getting a high quality product that you can actually use and enjoy. Of course, if you buy from a reputable vendor, you're 99% of the time going to get a high quality real fragrance. If you get to some shady website or Craigslist or something, there's a chance that you might not get what you're actually paying for, so you have to be more careful with that. But if you're sticking to the mainstream websites, you shouldn't have that problem. And of course, also be aware of the types of perfumes you're buying. Make sure you like them ahead of time. You don't want your fragrances just sitting on a shelf unused because you don't like them. So basically, just think ahead about what kind of fragrances you like or want. And that's, that's pretty much what you have to look out for. It's relatively simple. That's pretty much all I have to say about starting a fragrance collection on a budget. Once you get started, it's pretty easy to continue, and it's also pretty fun. So that's all I have to say about that. If you have any opinions about that, you can always leave those down in the comment section below. If you liked the video, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.